another video. As you can see from the title, I did revamp my old synthetic wig, which turned out to be this beautiful, bouncy, big curly wig. If you want to see how I achieve this look, please stay tuned. But before we get into the video, please like, share, and subscribe to the video. If you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Go ahead and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I do drop videos. Okay, so here is the wig before the reconstruction. Just showing you guys. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put some warm water on. I have a plastic clear container. I'm just showing you the lace, all the gunk and the glue and the gotta be spray and all that stuff on it. I'm gonna start by cleaning the lace first before I reconstruct the wig. So I'm going to take my Dawn dish liquid and put it inside of the clear container with some warm water. See me doing that there. Generous amount is fine. This helps me clean my synthetic wigs, the lace. It helps me clean the lace better with those. So I'm gonna fill up the container with some warm water. Fill it all the way up. I'm gonna keep it in the sink, and then I'm going to put just the lace inside. I'm gonna submerge it in to the soapy water, and then I will be back. So I thought I was going to use these rollers, but yeah, that didn't work out too well. But I waited about 15 minutes and then I came back to check on the wig to see how the cleaning process was going with the lace. And it was starting to lift. The glue was starting to come out, all the dirty stuff, as you can kind of see the water there, starting to come out. Oh, and you see that. So dirty, so nasty. That's why cleaning wigs is very important. Cleaning lace is very important. So here I am rinsing out the excess, glue that might have just been on the surface, and just rinsing out the soap that might be on there. And you see it really cleaned it a lot, as you can see. Now I have to go back and retint it because it washed out a lot of the concealer and whatnot that I had, foundation or whatever. As you can see, it's super clean. Okay, so I'm gonna put the wig on the mannequin head now. I'm gonna get started on the reconstruction. I do not have, which I need to really invest in a wig stand, because this was difficult just holding it by hand, but I did what I had to do. So I'm going to start by brushing through the hair with my paddle brush. I normally use that for my wigs anyway. So I was trying to separate this, y'all. It was super tough to pull apart. I definitely don't have to go to the gym for a couple days because I was yanking the hair. It is synthetic hair, so that comes with that. So I was just sectioning off the hair. And then okay, so these are the rods. I had a whole bunch of rods and rollers and stuff inside. So I decided to pick through those. Now I'm just brushing through the hair as best as I can. And I'm kind of sped this up because it took me a little while. I was brushing for a while. Like, my hands are literally hurting. But I was brushing for a while. And, it was coming out. As it was a little bit wet, and it got wet, so it got easier to brush out. So then I grabbed this mousse. Well, I guess not. So yeah, I did grab the mousse. And at first I started out with using this I don't know why. I just thought it would make a difference. I have no idea. Because at the end I was like, well, if I'm going to put it in the boiling water anyway, I might as well. So I grabbed the flexi rods, and I had like a medium size. I didn't want it to be too like jumbo, but at the front I started with these at first. But then I ended up changing the size to a smaller size in the front and used kind of the medium sizes towards the back in the middle. So I just roll it up. At first it was kind of like a little struggle because my hands were slippery, but I did roll it up and I made sure that I got the ends in there. And then I just kind of, folded it up there. It's pretty easy. And then I just kept sectioning off. I went on to the second piece. and it started to get a little bit easier. I was like, okay. So then I just section it off, pin that back, and then brush through it. Try to get it a little bit untangled before I roll it up and start on the next portion. More mousse. Okay, so then I kind of sped it up because it was a repetitive process. So I'm just continuing on with it, just doing the same thing. I'm kind of dancing here. I had some music going on as I was doing this. So I'm just going to repeat the same steps. Eventually I cut out the mousse, but I kept doing the same, brushing out, untangling or detangling it, and then rolling it up, going on to the next section, and so on and so forth. Okay, so this is pretty much almost done. I just had a little section in the front that I had to do, but I did cover majority of it, and I just had maybe like 3 or 4 pieces. Now it's finished. So as you can see, I changed the front to the little blue ones. They're skinnier than the red ones. Okay, so now I'm going to turn on my pot of water that I have here, and I got my fabric softener. Okay. And then I got my spoon, and then of course the wig, the rollers. Okay, so I waited a little bit, let it boil, let it start getting warm. Looks like a cauldron. It's Halloween time. So I put about 2 squirts of the fabric softener in there. So I did 1 hefty pump of it. And I was like, I'm gonna put some more in there. So I put more in there, a little bit more in there. Okay. Spilled a little bit. All right. And then I just kind of mixed it up a little bit. And all right, waited a little bit, came back, and it was boiling. It was time to put the wig in there. It's time to cook the wig. So carefully, because just in case some of them might have been tangled up together, I didn't want to, mess it up. So as you can see, it's fully, I used about 3 different colors. They're purple, red, and blue. They're all different sizes. And then I just went ahead and submerged the wig into the water, and I was pushing it down with my spoon so I won't burn myself or anything. So I was pushing it down, submerging all the hair and all of the rods, the flexi rods inside. Okay, so I did about 30 minutes. I was gonna do 25, but I did 30 just to be safe. I wanted it to be pretty good there. So I grabbed my strainer and I grabbed my oven mitts because, we don't want to burn ourselves here. The girls don't want to burn ourselves here. So yep, got my oven mitts there. Cool, putting those on. So I'm gonna grab the pot. It was really heavy. And as you can see, I put the arrow there I was carefully straining, draining and straining it into the strainer. I was draining the wig into the strainer, slowly and carefully. I didn't want any water to splash on me. I would have been burned up. So I was carefully doing that, taking my time. And then it eventually plopped in there when all the water was done. So I had some towels that I was just going to let absorb all the water from the wig and let that sit on there. Oh, almost dropped it. Okay, girl. All right. So I put it in place for it to dry overnight, and I did a little happy dance. Ew. Okay. So now the wig is all dry. I'm about to start taking the flexi rods out for the final look. I do have quite a bit in here. So I'm going to start with the back and start taking them down. So yeah, I have a mirror right here. I'm gonna look in and I'm going to start unraveling them. So yeah. Okay, so I am just unraveling the flexi rods out of the hair. Okay, bounce. Okay, curl. So I'm just seeing my results. I didn't know how this was going to turn out, but it turned out pretty good. It was unraveling pretty well, and the fabric softener really helped, and they were just springing back up into life. I was so happy with how the curls were turning out. They were just bouncing and springing, child. So yes, so I'm just going to continue unraveling the curls from the flexi rods. Okay, so I had one left and I was like really satisfied. So unraveling this last one, boing. Yes, yes, very bouncy, very springy. Loved it. Loved it. Here's what the hair looks like without me pulling it out. Next step is for me to start unraveling some of the curls. I don't have this wig secured or anything, but I'm going to start unraveling the curls. So let's see. Okay, so as you can see, I was just separating the curls, not too much because I didn't want the curls to lose all their bounce. So I was just kind of pulling them apart just a little bit. They were really easy to pull apart. So I just was doing that. I started with one side first because I kind of wanted to see the difference between the two. And so, yeah, I was really loving it. Okay, so as you can see, I got one side pulled out there, and then here is the finished look. Yes, nice and bouncy, super cute, super full hair, not too big, super, super, super beautiful hair. Gave you guys some slow-mo action here. And I would like to thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to this video. If you want to see more of me doing hair tutorials, lifestyle things, go ahead and comment for me. Thank you again for watching.